On to our next prompt. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Here we go with paper bag handle and slow stitching. And I kind of got a little start on it the other day when my bestie was here. So I pulled one of the fabric pages out and I started working on it a little bit. So the page goes here. This is where the page goes. And so far what I've done is I just did a blanket stitch around the edge. The other part of our prompt was paper bag handle. I took part of the paper bag handle and I added it onto the edge here when I did this blanket stitch, or sometimes it's called a buttonhole stitch. And so that is a start, and this goes here. I'm going to add a little bit more on this. But then I was thinking, what else are we going to do and how are we going to make this interesting and stuff? So I thought about maybe making a few little slow stitch clusters to add to some of our other pages. Maybe the ones that aren't done yet, to kind of give them a little bit of extra and to tie everything else together a little. So I'm gonna do a little bit more on this, and I guess we'll go from there because I'm not completely sure what else we're gonna do. But I would like to do a little bit more slow stitching. So I've got some various threads and things out. I also started with this little guy because I thought this could either go in here like so, or we can add this onto another page. So I did one little flower on here. I want to put a couple more. So I'm going to show you an easy way to stitch through paper too, to make it easier. But first, I think I'm going to add some more stitching on here really quick. And I think I'm going to use this wool that I have. And although it's a bit thinner than I was going to do, but that's okay. So hopefully it will come out of here easily. I don't know if that's going to show up super well on camera, but we'll see. We'll see. If you haven't done much slow stitching, that's okay. And there are various ways to do things, and there's no right or wrong way, much like with anything. Slow stitching is just that. It's about just finding the way that you like to do things. This is my needle, my little sewing needle book that I have here. I have slow stitching projects that I work on throughout the year. So this is my little needle book that I take with me that I also made. I need to scooch some stuff over a little bit here. Scooch there. Okay, so probably what this is going to be is a lot of fast forwarding again as I stitch, but I wanted to sit here and get it done. I like slow stitching. It is relaxing for me. I actually do it in the car a lot, and I definitely will be doing some slow stitching in the car around Christmas because my partner's family lives in Kentucky, so it's quite the drive from Wisconsin. So I'm just going to do a feather stitch here, and hopefully this will show up on here well. Maybe not, but that's okay. I like this stitch. It's an easy stitch. So basically you come up, you go down, and then you kind of make like a V. So this is one of my fabric pages. That, like I said, I've already done a bit on. Wasn't quite sure what to do with the paper bag handle, but I also thought it would help make this page a little stiffer, which it has. Like the edge of this page has definitely gotten stiffer, which is nice. And then when you get to the end, you just go down on the other side, like so. And then I'm going to knot it. So I just make 2 short stitches, and then on that second loop, I go under and under. So it goes around twice. And then I slide the knot down, and you could cut it off there. But what I like to do is go through my fabric just a little bit and then cut it off. Okay, so that's just a cute little stitch like that. And I think I'm gonna do some like big chunky X's, like crosses, in another color on here maybe. Or maybe I'll just use this gray somewhere. Maybe I will. Let's just do it. Oh, I have another bit of other gray. Let's use this gray. So I think we'll add some other color. So when I have some other color on a needle, we'll go ahead and use that. I did have some yellow. Here's some yellow. Let's do a couple of yellows since we got some yellow on this needle. I think that's good on here for now. So let's move on to another thing for a little bit. I'm going to do this one. So when you're going through paper, you want to punch a hole. So I punched a hole here in the center of this one because I decided I want to put something here and I want to put something here. So I already put something in the middle. So now I want to decide what I want to do. So I think I'm going to do, so I did this big flower here, but I think I'm going to do this one with just 4 petals. So I'm making the holes for the petals. And this one, I think I'm just going to do some French knots. So I'm just going to scatter a couple more things here and there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So we'll just do that. I did the variegated yellow, and I think I'll just do the same. And I'm going to use this needle. I like variegated threads. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so, oh, that bottom one is not in the greatest spot. It's not even. Let's move it up just a little. There. Okay. All right, so to do this, we go up in the center and then make a loop. And then, so with this, since we're going through a hole again, I'm pulling the knot off to the side just a little so I can go back down the same hole. And then I am coming up one of my top holes here. So this is just a lazy daisy stitch. That's all it is. But because it's in paper, it makes it a little bit more tricky sometimes. Hopefully that's going to lay nicely. It's being all twisty-turny here. There we go. So that goes up, and then we have to go back down our hole here. Okay, so there's one. Now we're going to go back in the middle, come back up, same thing, make a loop, go back down our center spot, come up our bottom hole, and then back down that hole, looping over our other loop. It's a little loose. That's better. And back to center. Okay, French knot. Go up in your hole. Wrap your needle with thread. Go back down your hole. Keep it fairly taut, but not too tight, otherwise it won't go over your needle unless your needle has an eye that is the same size as the rest of the needle. So there's one. Okay, that's all I'm going to do to that one, I think. So I don't know where we're going to put it yet. Set it there for now. Do we want to do anything else in here? I kind of like that. I feel like it needs some black though. I changed my mind. I'm going to do something else here. Okay, that's kind of fun. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, I'm going to pause for a minute and find some black. I really want some black. Got some more coffee, got black thread, ended up coming across another thing, had an idea. So I'm going to do some more stitching on here quick with the black. And then I'm going to show you my other idea I had. So I'm going to do some more of the feather stitching really quick on here. All right, so that part is done, I think. I think I like that as is. Maybe we'll add some white, I don't know. So that I'm gonna leave for a minute. So getting back to the paper bag handle, while I did put this in here, I also found this in my scrap stash from my bestie. And it is this little pocket, but I thought it kind of looks like a paper bag. So it needs handles. So we're going to put handles on it and we're going to decorate the front. And I think that's going to be the ephemera we stick in here. And then it can hold some other little stuff for later. So let's make a little, put some handles and decorate this little fun bag. So I thought these would make great handles. This piece of rickrack that I have. So I think we're gonna do just two little handles like this on it, front and back. So I'm gonna cut them the same length. And we will put those on here. I think I'll put a little spot of glue, or else I'll just stitch them quick. I don't know. We might, since we're doing slow stitching, we might just stitch them on here. So it's got to go right inside there and right inside there. Or we could put them on the inside. Do we like that better? Maybe I should have done them a titch longer. Okay, that's actually kind of cute like that too. Yeah, I think we can get by with that. So let's do it. And we will do the same with the back as well. And I think because of the way this is hinged, I can glue them just onto the front bit. You know what? I'm gonna do a sticky dot. I think that might be good. Okay. Hee hee, I love it. Okay, now let's decorate the little front of the bag just a little bit. And then maybe we'll put a little something on the other side. So I'm thinking a little bit of this. Because I'm tying back in other stuff. So we'll put that there. Maybe a little bit of lace. And I feel like a tiny bit of yellow or something. See if I've got a yellow scrap yet. Or we could do this cute little flowers. Let's do that. So let's go ahead. Little big. Come on then. Oh, for Pete. Okay. Okay, I guess we're just gonna do the whole thing now. But that's not what I was intending. It's cute though. Let's see how it looks before we fasten this all down. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, I love it. I love it. I think we're just gonna glue it. We'll just glue it. You know what? Sticky dots, let's do it. I have them, using them up. They're left over from some project my son was using or doing or had for something. Maybe it was from his birthday. Might have been his birthday. So, this definitely ended up going in a slightly different direction than I was anticipating. But I really like that. Sometimes that's what happens when you're junk journaling or anything, when you're doing anything with fabric. Fabric. Oh my gosh, art. Okay, that is fun. Do we want to put any stitching on here? I don't know. I don't know that we needed to. Maybe I gotta glue that down somewhere. We'll see. Okay. I love that. I don't know that it needs anything else. I think I might call it right there and stop while I'm ahead. I may make a couple more little clusters to add to some other pages with a little slow stitching on them. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might change my mind at some point, but here's what we got. I'm calling this page done. So let's put it in our book. And we've got stuff a little paper bag thing there that we can add some little goodies to as well. So that is super fun. But this now goes here. Back into the book where it was. So there is our finished slow stitching paper bag handle. So we added handles onto this little bag. This is our handle from the leftover bits from my bestie's journal that I gave her for Dephemerember. So that's what we got, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to see what you guys do for your slow stitching. And leave me a comment, ask questions if you wish. I would love to hear from you. But don't forget, art with your heart. Have a great day, guys.